wake up. We don't need to relax. Okay, we need to really wake up, and in order for our application to succeed, it is important for us to focus and make sure that we get them off to a good start. Also, okay, so whatever I've been doing here is just to show you some of the tasks that you need to do. Okay, and I believe that you seeing this is really like it will be a blessing to you. Okay, so as I've been consistent here, I've shared with you how you can narrow a list of programs that you are interested. Okay, so before you start your application for scholarship or for admission, first of all, I've done some short tutorial video sharing my screen, okay, about how you can use the various scholarship link I've shared in US, France, and Canada to really navigate or investigate or search for your program of study. Okay, so that one I've done that. So if you're able to do that, I believe at this point you know the kind of program that you want to. But if it is your first time here, don't worry. You can still explore the forum on Twitter, on Facebook, or on YouTube to know how you can make use of the various links, the scholarship links, and the website to be able to go about choosing the kind of program that you are interested in. Okay, and today I will be talking to you about some of the materials that you need. Okay, we are building on some of the materials that you need in order to fulfill your application requirement. Okay, so one of these materials aside the academic CV is your statement of purpose or motivation statement. Okay, do you hear me well? It is called statement of purpose or motivation statement. Okay, your statement of purpose or motivation statement. Your statement of purpose or motivation statement. Okay, your statement of purpose or motivation statement. In other words, it is also called your personal statement. Okay, so this one differs from schools to schools or from colleges to colleges, or yeah, there's the kind of diversity when it comes to the requirement by some of the universities. Okay, so whether it is called you are demanded to, or the school is demanding statement of purpose or motivation statement or personal statement or personal essays. Okay, the idea is that this essay is one of the deciding factor in your graduate student admission and even for scholarship available. Okay, so you just need to familiar yourself with this and be cognizant of the fact that you are going to do it well or you are going to write it well, so that it, as I said, is part and parcel of the decision of the scholarship committee to really look at this and make sure if they have to really like welcome you to the school or not. Okay, so this is one of the assessment they are going to use, okay, to make sure that you really the best fit or you are being considered as someone who fits well into their program of study, okay, in the particular institution or the college or the university that you are making your application to and the scholarship needed. Okay, so today I'm going to take you through the statement of purpose, also known as the motivation statement or personal statement. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe because we are going to I'm going to flood this forum with a lot of materials, a lot of video sharing my screen about how you can do this with ease. And I believe that if you watch it and you are consistent, it's going to help you. Okay. All right, so let's start. So as I said, your statement of purpose is one of the powerful tools or weapon that you need because it's going to really play a decisive role in you getting acceptance into a university program and also winning scholarships, which are very, very rigorous and competitive. Okay, so when you're about to write your essay, your motivation statement, okay, this is what I suggest that you do. Okay, First of all, think about it because you are going to tell your story about who you are. Okay. You are going to tell the university why you deserve to be part of the academic community or the academic environment, okay, or the research environment, whether you are applying for an assistantship or funding PhD or master's. Okay. So it's going to give the admission committee the chance to get to know you and understand how you add value to the program and to the classroom or to the professional environment. Okay. So before you start, before you start writing your statement of purpose, I will encourage you, or your motivation statement, the reason why you want to tell the academic committee that you know why you are applying for the school and how that program can help you fulfill the mentorship they can give you. Okay, you can really subject yourself under this mentorship and they will be able to help you to achieve your academic and professional dream. Okay, so first of all, before you start penning down or you start sitting behind your laptop to type or to take your notebook to jot down some things, I believe that you should start asking yourself some of these key questions. Okay, so why do you want this program? If it is bachelor in statistics, if it is a master's in computer science, if it is a master's in political science, whichever field or program of choice that you are interested in, why do you want this program? Okay, so start asking yourself this question. First of all, one, why do you want this program? Again, what are your expectations for this program? Okay, why do you want to pursue this program? What are you expecting? What are you expecting from achieving in this program? Okay, and in the program, okay, have you done an intensive research about the program? Have you been able to research more about the program? Okay, what are the courses involved? Where are you coming from? Whether you have a bachelor degree already or master degree already, some of the courses that you were able to got involved in, okay, really align with the courses available in the intended program that you are applying to. Okay, so you should be able to ask yourself all these key questions. Okay, because this is going to guide you in order to come out with um, one of the best, I will not say the best, but I mean one of the best statements that can win you the admission and the scholarship. Okay, so start asking yourself this essential question, this vital question that form part and parcel of your statement of purpose. Okay, why do I want this program? What are my expectations? Okay, will this program be a starting point for me to develop my skills in this? Hone my skills, augment my skills, get some experience in this. Okay, so you should be able to have a good thought about all these things. Okay, all right. And in the fourth aspect, I talk about where do I want this degree to take me to. Okay, so I just want to, if you are watching this, just begin to think about this, reflect on this, okay, because I'm going to share with you some examples, okay, from my perspective, okay, or from the actions I took, okay, what I did. Okay, I will share with you some examples of how I started my personal statement or my motivation statement so that you know. So yeah, I will not leave you in a vacuum. Okay, I will not leave you alone because I will also give you some of the practical examples, what worked for me, so that it can also really help you or guide you or give you a clue or an insight into whatever I'm telling you here. Okay, so why do you want the degree to take you to? Why do you want it? Where do you want the degree to take you to, personally or professionally? Okay, how will your unique professional or personal experience add value to the program you are applying to? Okay, so I believe that you should start asking yourself these questions, okay, which is going to really be a formidable part element of how you are going to write your motivation statement, the reason why you are applying, the reason why you are telling the admission committee that they should really accept you into that program and give you the needed funding or assistantship available. All right. Okay, so after asking yourself, first and foremost, after asking yourself these vital questions, okay, these questions are unique to everyone. Okay, so you are not going to copy someone. Okay, you know yourself where you know why you are applying for the program. Okay, though you might have some kind of commonalities or similarities in the kind of program people apply for. Okay, but this thing is kind of unique because it should align with your interests and your motivation. Okay, what do you want to do with your life? Okay, so don't go and copy. If you search on Google, you can get a whole lot of sample examples, but I beg you, don't go and copy someone's own. Okay, someone's own can be a guide. Okay, maybe you have no idea about how to go about this. You can look at it so that you can really structure yours very well. Okay, so don't go and plagiarize. Okay, it's an academic sin. It's abomination when you go and copy what someone has written already. The admission committee will get to know because, mind you, these are people who really like review thousands, okay, tons of a huge colossal amount of application every academic year. So they know what students applicants are writing and they are already aware of this, cognizant of this stuff. So you have to make sure that you are not going to copy someone's own, and make sure that yours is unique and it's really aligned and tallies with whatever requirement that they are looking for. Okay. All right. So yes, so I'm basically going to give you three essential elements, okay, of your statement of purpose or your motivation statement or personal statement. Okay. As you all know, I'm not going to teach you how to write an essay, but I mean, we all have good foundation in our English lessons. Okay, if you have ever sat in English lessons, okay, you really participated in form of English language lesson, you know how the structure of an essay is. Okay, first of all, you begin with introduction, your body, and conclusion. Okay, so basically, this is how the your statement or your essay should really look like. Okay, you should make sure that it is built around these three essential elements: introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, so your introduction is really, how is it going to be? Okay, this is what I term as an attention grabbing hook. Okay, because bear in mind that the admission committee, they don't know you, the scholarship committee, they don't know you. Okay, whether you are from Ghana, Tiobodom, you are from Sejimasi, Bunsu, you are from Chebi, you are from wherever, Brown half votes, they don't know you, okay? And there's the chance for you to sell yourself, okay? For you to, I mean, win their hearts, for you to catch their attention, okay? So I have something I call an attention grabbing hook, okay? In your introduction, you should really capture their interest, okay? Immediately they take your statement of, or they begin reviewing your statement of purpose, you should make sure that you are starting with something that can catch the attention, that can hook the interest of whoever is behind, okay, your application, but are reviewing your application to make sure that, oh, I'm really, really interested. This guy statement is really intriguing and fascinating. Oh, I just love it. I want to read more and to get to know more about this person. Okay, so you should be able to do that. So this is what I call attention grabbing hook. Okay, so here you are going to just give a brief introduction about yourself and your background and how it relates to your motivation behind applying for the school. Okay, that is what the introduction should encompass. Okay. Yes, so the introduction, as I said, is really an attention grabbing hook. Okay, you give a brief introduction about yourself. I'm going to show you how this is done. Okay, and secondly, the body. So the body, which is form part of the irreducible aspect of your application essay, it should really give a brief sense about your relevant experience and accomplishment, okay, that relate to your field of study, okay. So if you study political science, you have studied policy, public policy, statistics, French, okay, you know your field, okay. So here you are going to make sure that you capture some of the relevant experience that you gain, the accomplishment that you gain, some insight that you gain, okay, as far as this field of study is concerned. So if you have studied bachelor already, okay, what are some of the essential experience you got during your university days, during your program, okay? What are some of the accomplishment, the work that you did, okay? Were you able to win scholarship, okay? Were you able to be given the position of teaching assistantship or research assistantship? Were you able to engage in internship? Okay. Were you part of scholars community? Were you part of some leadership forum? Okay. So you should be able to give your relevant experience, but make sure that this thing you are saying really relate to the program that yes, you are applying to. Okay. So don't just go and say anything just like that, okay? But I'm not saying you should go and lie, okay? Just be honest and be truthful with yourself and be genuine and be smart, okay? In this aspect, just be genuine and be smart. Make sure that if you have some experience, you really capture that. I'm going to show you an example so that you know how it works. Then secondly, I will also say that your professional goals, how they relate to the program you're applying to. Okay. So how will the program help you fulfill your career goals? Okay. Do you want to be a lecturer? Do you want to being in academia, PhD, doctorate? Do you want to find yourself in international organization? Do you want to be a doctor, a nurse? Okay, an engineer, a computer scientist? Okay, so you should be able to at least capture your professional goals as you relate to the program. Okay, you know what you want to achieve and how the school can help you. Okay, you subjecting yourself under the school mentorship can really help you to achieve that. Okay, and see why are you interested in that school and what can you bring to the table. Okay, so here you are selling yourself to the school, as I said. So there's the time that you have to really tell the school that you know why, okay, the reason, the rationale behind you applying to their school, okay, your interest, because at least I know a lot of people are applying to the school, okay, and if you don't have interest in that school, you wouldn't have applied, okay, so you might want to highlight that fact. You should let that fact know, okay. Maybe the school has an international reputation in your field, okay, and they really provide world-class facilities, okay, when it comes to research or teaching, and maybe this will intrigues you, okay, and you are really like interested in that kind of academic environment they provide, okay, as far as maybe medicine, nursing is concerned, and they will be able to give you the necessary tools you need. Then you can mention some strength that the school have, okay. So before you write this, as I said, make sure that you do an intensive research about the school, okay, reading about the program and some of the courses so that you know that the kind of courses you are applying to, you've already done that, maybe you have some experience in that. The school, since you have that foundation, the school is going to help you build up on that, okay, in that specific course, so that the knowledge you've already um, established or you already have, okay, as part of your experience, you are also going to bring that kind of diversity, that kind of, because the school itself is really an inclusive environment. Okay, they're interested in inclusion and diversity. Okay, so you from your background, you are going to bring some new insight. Okay, you are going to make sure that you are utilizing the experience gotten in that particular program, okay, to also maybe help the researcher or to help your colleagues in that field, okay, to also be cognizant of that experience, okay, that world class experience that you have, okay. So you should be able to capture that so that the school will know that, yeah, yeah, you really like did your research well and really you know what you are talking about, okay. Then the conclusion should be like what, a brief summary of the information presented in the body, okay. Then emphasize your qualification and your compatibility with the school. Okay, so that should be the conclusion. Yeah, you are just going to summarize whatever you said, okay, and make sure that you are pinpointing the fact that you really qualified. And though the program is kind of challenging, okay, this is really going to give you the necessary exposure, and maybe you can't wait to be part of that academic okay. So here you should just emphasize on your qualification and what made you a good fit, okay, what made you compatible, what make you compatible with the school, okay. So I'm going to just share you an example, okay, so that you know how you can structure this, okay, in that regard, okay. So just let's go. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, so this is the example I'm going to show you. Okay, this is a sample motivation statement or personal statement. This one is how I went about writing mine. Okay, when I was preparing for my admission and scholarship. Okay, so as I earlier on said, your introduction should be an attention grabbing hook. At this point, please, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to share my screen a lot, do video recording on my screen, okay, in order to guide you about how you go about all this. Okay, so to begin with, an attention grabbing hook, okay, should be part of your introduction. Okay, so you could see how I did mine. Okay, I started with a quote, okay, with a quote by former British Prime Minister Churchill, okay. So you have to, I'm not saying maybe you should start with a quote, it's compulsory, okay, but I mean, any quote that really can be a starting point, okay, can really fit into what you want to say and really align with your experience, your academic experience, your background, you should be able to bring that quote, okay. I'm not saying it's compulsory, but here you are telling your story, okay. So anything you think that can win their heart, okay, that can capture their attention, okay, you should be able to do that. So for me, I started with a quote, and obviously the quote really aligned with my experience or my background, where I'm coming from. Okay, so as you can see, you can read this for yourself. Okay, you can read this one for yourself. Former British Prime Minister once stated, "We make a living by what we get, but we build a life by what we give." So this is particularly true in my experience. Okay, doing my preparation for WASI in Ghana, one of the best gifts I received from my teachers or my instructor was the introduction to how distinct social and political science research can be to address social political issues in Ghana and across the world. Okay, so at that young age, I was really passionate, inspired to pursue a career, okay, in that maybe international development, which was consistent with my passion and my solution focused approach. So you could see how I weave into that. how I weave the quote into my experience, my background, where I'm coming from. Okay, so as someone who is enthusiastic about international development, I envision a time where young people like me, okay, share the goals of experts or professionals who are driven by the desire to help others, okay, by furthering education and research. And you could see this is what I'm doing because this forum, I'm really helping others, okay, by furthering education and research, okay? Because I know a lot of people want to further their education, they want to be in a research environment, they want to do something, but they don't know how to go about it, okay? So even though I captured this in my statement, okay, I'm living up to that expectation, okay? Though this thing is past events, I've already done this already, but I mean, this have become part and parcel of me, okay, where I've created this forum to really enlighten people about that, okay? So you might want to really have something like this, okay, that can really capture the attention and interest of whoever is going through your application, your scholarship, to make sure that, oh, okay, this is where you are coming from, and this is your background, and this is how we are going to help you. Okay, so that's what I mean by the attention grabbing hook, something to hook your reviewer, the admission committee, okay, to get interest in you, the reason why, your motivation, okay, the rationale behind you applying to that particular program. Okay. All right. So that is what the introduction should be. So I've given you one aspect of the introduction. I also wrote something like this, okay, which is also part of the introduction. Okay. So this is what I did in my second introduction in different application I make. Okay. To throw a little light on my background, okay, I can recall when I used to tell my guardian that I'll read international politics. She often raised an eyebrow. What? You want to be part of the dirty game? Okay. Which was the answer, very historical question that follows. Okay. So growing up, I'm aware of this situation where this and this has happened in Ghana. Okay. And I wanted to really like build my knowledge in that and become a researcher, an expert in that, so that I can have a career commitment to lead transformational research and impact people in that regard. Okay, so you could see that the first one I started with a quote, okay, to tell my story, but the second one I did not start with a quote. I did not start with a quote. I started with a personal story, something that happened when I was young. Okay, maybe when I was in primary or GS or something, that an event that happened, okay, that I can recall, that really like dawned on me that no, I need to do this. Okay, so you could see two different approaches I use. First one with the quotes by a well-known personality. Okay, Churchill. Okay, and the second one, I started with my own personal story. Okay, so this is what you can do. Okay, we don't have one size fit all approach. Okay, there's nothing like one approach. The idea is that your introduction should be really intriguing. Okay, so take your time and go through this, how I structure this, and I believe it's going to really help you to also come out with ideas. And in the long run, yes, I believe you will be able to have a well-structured statement or motivation statement. Okay. All right, let me talk about the body. Let me talk about the body. So the body, as I said, is really encapsulate your research, your relevant experience or and your accomplishment as it relates to your field of study. Okay. So if you're applying for master's or PhD, okay, you could start with, oh, maybe this master's program really is an excellent starting point for me to uh, get a research career, okay, or get an expertise in this. Then you mention where your passion lies. Okay, as I said, you know what you are interested in. Okay. So before you will do this, make sure that you've done an intensive, as I said, research about the school, about the program, some of the courses they have that really align with some of the courses you've already done or where you are coming from in terms of your academic trajectory, okay, journey. Okay, so you can just mention something like that to really let them know that, okay, at least you have some foundation when it comes to that field of study. It does not matter if you are applying to a different field of study. Yes, it doesn't really matter. Maybe you are in statistics and maybe you are going to, in for a program in international relation or international politics or foreign policy. Okay, maybe you are changing your field of study. It does not really matter. All matters here is that um, that you are giving them something relevant, okay? That really make sure that even though you read statistics, okay, and you are applying to computer science program, or you read nursing and you are applying to international relation or something, you've really gotten some experience that really like weave into, okay, align with your program that you're applying to. So make sure that, as I said, you think about that. Okay, where you are coming from, why you have passion. Okay, if you are changing the program, why you want to do that. And I believe that if you do this, it could help you. Okay, you can also reach out to me in case you don't know how to go about this. I can give you a general idea. Okay. All right, so the conclusion aspect I'll talk about is I will upload this on the forum so you can anytime go and have a look at it. The conclusion is a brief summary of the information you have really captured in the body that emphasize your qualification and how you align with the school's interest. Okay, so let's see how I went about the conclusion one more time. Okay, so this is one example I used in some of the conclusion I captured in my statement. Okay, so in conclusion, there's something like this. In conclusion, as a first generation graduate in my family or an emerging scholar in the modest community in which I find myself, I do not consider my own limited role to study or to conduct research, okay, or to be part of this institution, but rather the role of an entire generation committed to seeking knowledge, okay, or doing cutting edge research through teamwork, collaboration, and through passion. And how grateful or thankful I am to be part of this generation of international development, okay, at the university or computer science. Okay, so you should mention the program that you are not just, you should mention the fact that you are not just interested in applying to the school, okay, but you've done your research and you know that the school really provide an environment, okay, that you believe that they are it also form part of your desire, okay, to work with them, to collaborate with a professor or to learn from colleagues, okay, because they are raising generation, okay, so you want to be part of that generation, okay. They say we are in tech world, so if you're in computer science, you want to be part of that generation that can make an impact in that field. Then you mentioned, okay, all right. So whichever field you are in, make sure that you mention. And here you are involving yourself. I mean, you are putting yourself in the shoes. Here is what I term as empathy. Okay, so the school is not really sympathize with you. Empathy because they know how it feels. Okay. It's really like you are giving them a sense of them to know how it feels to be part of the university. If they don't do that, meaning that does not mean it's your life is coming to an end. But I mean, they are also training you to be part of this generation, and what an opportunity to be part of that cohort or that environment. Okay, so that is how you should go about that. And lastly, what did I say? Yeah, in addition, this intended specialization in that field or research interest will allow maybe underrepresented master's or doctoral student like me to also flourish, okay, in getting, developing good insight, profound insight, learning good strategies, okay, planning course of action to make sure that I'm addressing some issue. Then you mentioned some issue where you are coming from, whether Ghana, Nigeria, USA, Canada, you should just mention that, okay, and to really identify an issue that is on your heart, that you believe that you really immersing yourself in such an academic environment is really going to help you. And at the end of the day, when you're able to complete that program, the knowledge or the insight on the skill that you get is going to help you address that challenge. Okay. So you should really, as I said, in the body, okay, you are really giving a summary of everything that you said in your body. Okay, you are relevant experience, the vital component of your qualification and how you fit into the school. Okay, you are just summarizing that. Okay, lastly, I will end with this. Okay, one aspect too I talk about is that after successful completion of the program, your goal is to do this. Okay, so here you are just summarizing, you are just drawing the attention to whatever you said in your introduction and body. Okay, in terms of career, you want to do this master's or this bachelor will help you maybe got the needed repetition in the repetition in the program that you're applying to, okay, or work with education, whatever that really align with your interest, okay, just say that, okay, and you believe that you meet that standard, okay, and you have at heart to positively impact in the life of others. So the short summary in brief, okay, what I wanted to say is that really conclude by giving them a reason why they should really accept you, okay? And in doing that, you are just not spending more time capturing whatever you've said in your introduction body, okay, but really you are selling yourself. So this is your last chance. See the conclusion as the last chance that you are really like marketing yourself, okay? The reason why they should buy you as a product, the reason why they should accept you to be a product of that university, okay? Just use that. So you can just use this example to really form your ideas, okay? So because I believe that this is one of the irreducible, it's really like highly needed, okay? It's really one of the needed components. Yeah, should be part and parcel of your statement of purpose. Okay, so that just give them that, just give the admission committee or the scholarship committee that sense. Okay, that's this is your dream, and this is how they are going to help you to also fulfill that. All right, guys. So thank you all for listening. So I mean, this is what I can do to help you. Okay, so just go to my page on Twitter, Sarah Reid Gomez, okay, on the academic Twitter. Just make sure that you followed me, okay. If you do that, automatically you become part of the Twitter academic community, people who post scholarship admission tips. Okay, you might be able to see for yourself, and at least, yeah, seeing is good because if you see, you're able to believe. But there are a whole lot of people who don't even see opportunities. Okay. So if you're on Twitter, just make sure you follow me on Twitter. And as you follow, the algorithm on Twitter is made in such a way that as you follow people, you also get some content. Okay. So since for me, my content is more of academic scholarship stuff, immediately you follow me, I mean, you are also going to see content that talk about the Twitter academic space that talk about scholarship tips. Okay, that's It's not only me, but you become part of that social capital and you're able to even increase your social capital as far as scholarships, admission, and graduate school is concerned. Okay. So make sure that you are there and you are checking some of these examples for yourself on the Twitter page. Okay. There's a whole lot of samples. So here you have no excuse. There's a whole lot of samples that can really help you, okay, about how you can write your personal essays that can win you admission in scholarship. Okay, so make sure that you are doing that and recommend the page to others so that we can really make a big impact as far as this forum is concerned. So make sure you subscribe, share with your family and friends so that, as I said, a lot of people want to succeed. They want to improve, they want to transform, but they don't know how to go about this. Okay, so me giving it all my heart is really one of the giving back initiative that I can also do to help my fellow Ghanaians, young ones who in Ghana or all over the world to also um, um, be on the right path, okay, as far as their academic desire and passion is concerned. Okay. So thank you all. Make sure you subscribe to Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. You are watching the recorded video I just made. Okay. I'll post it there and make sure you do that with consistency in order to take an advantage of this. Thank you all for your time, and I hope to see you in the next session, which I will talk about how to email a program coordinator in the school you're applying to, how you can send them an email, okay, how you can make an inquiry about PhD funding, about master's funding, scholarship, how you can communicate well, okay, in email so that they can give you the needed response, okay. So thank you all. Make sure you follow, and I hope to see you all. God bless you. You are blessed to bless others. Amen.